Well, what do you know? What do you know? Can you believe it? Believe what, Dave? Believe that it's Wednesday again. Holy smoke! That's right. It's Wednesday, which means what? Means it's time for the Wednesday Word. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Wednesday Word. I'm your host of the Wednesday Word. My name's David Bradley, Senior Sales and Marketing Manager with Grant Cardone. First-timers to the Wednesday Word, let me first and foremost welcome you and then tell you what happens on the Wednesday Word. Now, at first glance, this may sound kind of boring, but let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to crack open the dictionary and we're going to find a word. We're going to look at the definition of that word. We're going to look at the history of that word, the etymology, the derivation, where it came from, and then we're going to look at how we can take this word and then plug it into our sales and our business and our life. Now, why are we doing this? Well, one of the first lessons I learned from Grant Cardone is that selling is a conversation, and power comes from the words that you use. So if you're going to be using them and you want to make sure you're getting all the power from them, then it would make a ton of sense to really understand the meaning of the word and where it came from. So that's what we do on the Wednesday Word. And this week's word is a big word, not in terms of letters, but in terms of what it means, how it impacts your sales and your business and your life. So we're going to look at the definition, we're going to look at the history, and then we're going to most importantly talk about what to do with it. This week's word, believe it or not, is belief. Yeah, belief. That is this week's word. The Wednesday Word is belief. Now, the version of belief that we're going to be working from is a noun. Let me give you the definition of it. Let me just break down some of the different definitions that we're going to find when we crack open a dictionary, or we Google it, or we go to vocabulary.com, or Webster's, or any of them, okay? Here's what we find. An acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists, okay? Something that one accepts as true or real. A firmly held opinion or conviction. A religious conviction, okay? Trust, faith, or confidence in someone or something. Any cognitive content held as true. And then a vague idea in which some confidence is placed. So when we start looking at the history of that word, like where it came from, the etymology, belief is the noun form of the verb believe. So now historically, belief, it comes from Old English, belyfan, meaning to have faith or confidence, which that came from the proto-germanic ga-laubjan, if I pronounce that right, which means to hold dear, valuable, satisfactory, to love. And that came from the pi root. Now, pi means proto-indo-european language. It's short for that. And that's the language that was spoken in Europe by people who lived roughly anywhere from 4,500 to 2,500 BC. And that root is leubh, L-E-U-B-H. That means to care, desire, love. Interesting, right? So you've got something right now that means an acceptance that a statement is true or that it exists, a vague idea in which confidence is placed, a religious conviction, trust, faith, cognitive content that's held true, all of that originated from care, desire, love. Interesting, right? So now what do we do with this word? Belief. Well, I think the first question that we should be asking right now is, what beliefs do you have? And more importantly, do you have any beliefs that might be holding you back? Because it is your beliefs right now that are creating your reality and your life. So here's a quote from Grant Cardone. Take into account that you have been educated with restrictions. Be aware of this so that you don't underestimate the possibilities. So when you start thinking about the beliefs you have, and if you have any that might be holding you back, think about that. Take into account that you have been educated with restrictions. You want to be aware of this so that you don't underestimate the possibilities. So I want to break down for you a list and some exercises. So if you got a notepad, grab it. If not, get one. You ready? The first thing we want to look at right now is, what are your beliefs about you? Right? What are your beliefs about your true potential and your true capability? What are you capable of? Truly, what do you believe you're capable of? What do you believe your potential is? How healthy could you be? What is your belief about your destiny? If you just went to Back to the Future, that's fine, because I did too. But what do you believe about your destiny or your density? Right? What are your beliefs about you? Okay, that's the first one. What are your beliefs about money? That's the second one. Remember, we're looking for things that might be holding us back right now. So what are your current beliefs about money? Is it abundant or is it scarce? Are you allowed to have as much money as you want? Do you believe that? Is money good? Is it evil? Is it a tool? Is it a scoreboard? What are your beliefs about money? Third one. What are your beliefs about success? Do you believe that success can happen to anyone, including you? Or is the game rigged? Are you on the field of success, or are you in the stands? Okay. You a player or spectator? What's your belief about risk? Oh, and how does that affect your daily decision making? Next one. What are your beliefs about education, knowledge, and learning? Are you capable of learning more? Is education something that you finish, or is it sort of an ongoing thing? Is your brain a muscle? Do you believe you're entitled to know everything you want to know? That's a big one. That's deep. What are your beliefs about your customers? Are they cheap? Do you ever think they're all a bunch of jerks? What kind of jargon do you use to describe your clients? Would you say that to their face? So what are your beliefs about your customers? What are your beliefs about education, knowledge, and learning? What are your beliefs about success? What are your beliefs about money? And what are your beliefs about you? Look at them. And then let's go to the humdinger, the big one, the most important belief that basically sums up all 5 of these in one shot. We did a Grant Cardone quote earlier. We're going to do an Albert Einstein quote right now. The most important decision we make is whether we believe that we live in a friendly or hostile universe. One more time? Yeah, I'll do it again. The most important decision we make is whether we believe we live in a friendly or hostile universe. What is it for you? Can you see how just that one belief will impact the entire course of your life and your perception of everything going on around you and the decisions you're going to make? What kind of universe do you live in? And considering that you're going to get what you put your attention on, if you're starting to uncover some limiting beliefs already, simply reverse the polarity. Flip it. We're talking about movies. Remember that in Usual Suspects? He'll flip you. Flip you for real. Remember that? Flip it. Reverse the polarity. Start finding these limiting beliefs. Flip it. Okay? Give it new belief, an empowering belief, one that pushes you forward. Instead of can't, start looking at cans. Okay? And put a lot more attention on that. You're probably going to have the limiting beliefs. They may not just go away immediately. You're going to have to work on that. But start flipping them and start giving more attention to the opposite, the right version, the healthy version, the friendly version. Okay? You can rewrite this old programming. Remember where we started. Selling is a conversation. Power comes from the words that you use, and there is a whole lot of power in the word belief. This has been the Wednesday Word. My name is David Bradley. Thank you so much for being here. If you're getting benefit from it, if you've enjoyed the Wednesday Word, please make sure that you share this out on any social network that you love and use all the time. Make sure that you're getting it out there, because if it's helping you, I promise you it's going to help somebody else. Feel free to subscribe. Leave me some comments. Let me know what I can do to make it even better for you. Thanks again for listening, and I'll leave you with these words of Grant Cardone as well, which is be great, because nothing else pays.